any messages you're sending both on Instagram and on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. And he will be responding. If you have questions, he'll bounce them to me and I can answer them. What I'd like you to do before dropping in or down is grab your harness and take all the hardware / gear off your harness. We're going to use this as a belt to assist us today. And then if you're somebody who usually use props, grab your fluff, okay, or a can. Deal? I have a feeling this is off, but we'll see. Once you've got that, I want you to get on your mat and just lie down. I'm going to give you guys about 3 or 4 minutes to do that. Once again, if you have questions, Clay's here to help answer them. Well, to relay them and answer them. What, honey?
This is going.
Cool. Again, if you're just tuning in, grab the harness, take off all the gear, okay, and leave it by your side. And then on your mat, lie down, knees bent, just getting ready to drop into class. Take your time. We've got like 3 more minutes before we'll start really grooving, maybe 2. The other thing before I forget is you could also grab peanut butter or a couple jars to use as support. I feel like this Instagram camera needs to be rotated a little bit, but I can do it. Cool. All right, I'm coming close. We're going to shift this just a little bit. There we go. Much better. All right. Now you'll see all of it. About another minute, and then I want you to lie down on your mat. I'll be right back. All right, lying down on your back. Feel free to either bend your knees or straighten your legs, whatever makes you most comfortable. If you have a tender back, you're going to bend your knees, place them together and have your feet a little wider as you lie down to support that lower back. And then females are going to place their right hand on their belly, left hand on the chest. Males are going to reverse that. And just feel your shoulders start to drop down a bit, letting your head grow heavy, your feet relax, flopping open naturally. And then if you're comfortable, either pick a point at which to gaze at the ceiling, or wherever you are, or close your eyes. Take a moment, take 3 deep inhales through your nose, and heavy out your mouth. 2 more, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. And then let your breath deepen so that as you inhale, your belly rises, that hand rises on your belly, and then it sinks. And just take a minute, a couple of breaths just to feel that. And now start to lengthen the breath. You're going to inhale for 4 or 5 counts, hold for a count, and exhale that same amount, holding for a count. So everybody exhaling. Then inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Keep going, your count, your breath for about another minute, so maybe 4 or 5 more. Again, on your back, inhale for 5, pause, and exhale for 5, pause. Taking a moment to drop into class and slow down. Lying on your back. 3 more breaths. One more breath. Gently bending your knees, place your feet on the floor about hip width apart, okay? And slowly with your arms out like a T, take both knees over to the right. We're just starting to wake up the spine. So I was noticing it's really cloudy outside and it's continuing to be cloudy. So we're gonna do some chest openers and some sun salutations to kind of brighten our day because sun's good. So deep breaths, I want you to feel the belly rise and then the collarbone expand on those breaths. And then that exhale is really dropping in, sucking that belly in naturally as you exhale. About 4 more breaths. Don't mind the dog. That's Oscar. He'll be visiting us every once in a while. He's gotten a little protective. Two more breaths. One more. On an inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Feet are on the earth. Shift the hips to plumb or straight. And then take both knees now over to the left. Your head's going to rotate to the right. Arms are going to be out like a T. Palms up. Nice and relaxed. Still just letting the spine wake up. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Here we go. And those inhales expanding all the way from the belly up to the collarbone as best you can, even expanding into the back. And then exhaling, you're going to really exhale deeply so that whole belly draws in. A couple more times, probably 4 or 5. Two more, please. One more. On your next inhale, knees come all the way up. Arms come by your sides, or actually near your chest. You're going to exhale and roll to your right side. Then inhale, press yourself up. And come into just a brief tabletop. Wrists are going to be directly under your shoulders, and I want you to take the hands, about a hand length to half a hand length apart, or in front of you, excuse me. Fingertips are spread wide. Tuck the toes under, and let's just come into that first down dog. In this down dog, nice and relaxed. First, find the pose, bending the knees gently, pulling the hip creases back and the ribs in. And then slowly becoming aware of the angle of that hip crease, start to slowly straighten the legs. Whether or not they get straight, it doesn't matter. Whether your heels get to the ground, it really doesn't matter. But start to pay attention to the sensation in your body. Feeling those hip creases continue to pull back, ribs pull down in the end. Couple of breaths here. One more full breath. On your next inhale, bend both knees, look 2 to 3 feet past your hands and hop, skip, or jump front of your mat in your forward fold. In the forward fold, feet should be facing forward, hip width apart, nice and lined up. And your hands can come into the creases of the elbow. If you want to keep your knees bent because you're like me and have tight hamstrings, that's beautiful. I want you to think about finding that length in the spine, feeling the crown of the head or the top of the head reach for the floor. Arms are relaxed, head is relaxed. Now, feel yourself press into the mound of the big toe, little toe, and into the heel. And if you want to, you can lift the toes and spread them apart, and you can kind of feel your quadriceps lift. Kneecaps lift is what they often say. And then trying to keep that sensation, just place your toes down. And then a few more breaths right here. Nice long spine. One more good breath. On the inhale, you're going to bend the knees and roll up one vertebra at a time. Top of the inhale, find your arms reaching overhead. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. So we're going to start our Surya Namaskar A. So standing at the front of your mat, feet are still hip width apart. Inhale, arms reach up, open the chest if you want to. Exhale, bending the knees, forward fold. Fingertips on the shins, toes or fingertips pointing down. Inhale, come halfway up from that long spine. Exhale, fold, palm the floor. Inhale, left leg, then right leg, step back. Options. Come right to down dog if you've got shoulder issues or don't want to come into that flow. Otherwise, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, halfway or all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths right here. Nice and easy. On the next one, I'll show you the modification of the chaturanga. One more good breath. Then on an inhale, bend both knees, look 2 to 3 feet past your hands and hop, skip, jump front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, long spine, hip creases reaching. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale, roll up one vertebra at a time, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Feet strong into the floor, pause. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back, right foot steps back, plank. Exhale, down dog if you want to, or inhale, shift forward. Exhale, halfway down or all the way down. And then inhale into a cobra. Not using my hands, hips into the ground. Pause. Exhale, back, down. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, down dog, 3 breaths. Fingertips are spread wide. Press into that padding on that big thumb. One more full breath. Next, inhale, bend both knees, look 2 to 3 feet past your hands. Exhale, front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We're going to do 1 more and then go into our B. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, halfway up, nice and yummy. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg, right leg. Exhale, shift forward into the chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra, pressing into those arms if you're in up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. One more good breath. And then on an inhale, bend both knees, prepare. Exhale, front of that mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up. 1 vertebra at a time. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So now we're going to shift into the Surya Namaskar B, which has multiple chaturangas and flows. Don't have to do it if you don't want to. Stay in down dog. Protect your shoulders and everything, your wrists. Deal? So to start a Surya Namaskar B, you walk your feet together. And we're going to start by coming into an Utkatasana on an inhale. So here we are, feet pulled together. Then inhale, arms reach overhead in an Utkatasana. Try to pull in those ribs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step to a plank, and I'm going to modify this and come right to your down dog on an exhale. On an inhale, right leg prepares, and then as you exhale, right leg steps in the low lunge. Root that left foot, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Again, trying to lift up through that pubic bone, firing up the core. Pause. So one of the things I like about this is I press into the outside of my foot instead of letting myself collapse. So press into the outside of that left foot. 1 more full breath. Next time we won't hold as long. Exhale, hands come down on either side of the foot. Inhale to a plank, either flow or down dog. Meet me in down dog. Exhaling down dog. Inhale, left leg prepares, and as you exhale, left leg steps in the low lunge. Root that right foot, press. Inhale, Vira 1. Think about pulling that left hip back, right hip forward, at the same time pressing the outside of the right foot in. Pause. Feel it. Lift up through the pubic bone. 1 more breath. On an exhale, hands come down. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, go through that flow or down dog. Coming into down dog, pause. 3 breaths. Okay? This is our first Surya Namaskar B. That's 1 sequence of it, or 1 set. Pause. Or 1 rep, not set. 1 more good breath. Then on that inhale, bend both knees, prepare. Exhale, front of your mat, forward fold. Walk the feet together. Bend those knees and squeeze. And then inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to the heart center, stand. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, Utkatasana. Inhale, lengthen through that chest. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to a plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, right leg low lunge. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. One good breath here. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, flow. If you don't want to flow, don't. Slow this down to the pace that feels right for you. From a down dog, inhale, left leg. Exhale, left leg steps in the low lunge. Come up into that inhaling Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, last flow. Pause for 3 breaths. So now that we're a little warm, here's what I want you to do. You're going to come way up on your toes, bend your knees, place your shins into the ground, and come into your child's pose. Arms are going to be out in front of you, and I want you to take a look, long arms, and then you're going to take that, your left hand is going to walk over to your right, and then you're going to think about really lengthening through the pinky side of your arm. So it's almost as if I'm pulling this whole side of my arm longer. And then I'm going to draw that left hip back. So left side of the left pinky reaching, left hip draw back, lengthen through that arm. Pause, breathe. Keep reaching through that pinky. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Nice. On an inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take the hands a little bit to your left, and then feel that reach all the way through that right pinky. Right hip draws back, just lengthening that whole side body. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more full breath. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pause. And I've just decided we're not doing heart openers. We're going to do some rotations because I think that's where I want to go. What can I say? All right. So from here, we're going to come back up to our tabletop. Okay. And then come into a down dog. Getting ready, we're going to start opening up those inner thighs. So on an inhale, right leg prepares, and as you exhale, that right leg steps in the low lunge. And then I want you just to come up into your Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. Press into the outside of that left foot, right side tall, breathe. Nice and easy. Again, those of us with tight pecs, we can rotate our palms open and feel our palms reach, dropping the shoulders. We can bring our arms down a little bit, reaching through our fingertips. Just make sure, let's make sure the shoulders are definitely dropped. Breathe. How about 2 more breaths? We'll go for that. 1 more breath. Nice. Rotate on the ball of that left foot. Hands come down on either side of the foot. Step back to your down dog and pause. On an inhale, your left leg prepares. And as you exhale, pause. Step through in that low lunge and then inhale up to your Warrior 2, left leg in front. Press into the outside of that right foot and kind of bring it in a little bit so you get that internal thigh rotation, knee and ankle. Hang up. Deep breaths through the belly. If you want to, put your hand on your belly. Feel it rise. Feel it fall. Press into the heel of that left foot. What do you feel? 1 more good breath. Okay, on an exhale, hands reach down on either side of the foot. Roll onto the ball of the right foot. Inhale to your plank. Options, of course, flow or down dog. Meeting you there. Pause. more breath. And then on your inhale, prepare your right leg. And then exhale, your right foot's going to step in that low lunge. And we're going to come back to warrior two, excuse me. From here, I want you to roll onto the ball of the left foot. Reach your arms overhead. And in doing so, if you notice, I really pop. So I want you to lift that pubic bone, pull in the ribs. For me to do that, I've got to give myself a little help. So I have to bend that back left leg. Otherwise, I'm so tight here, I just come forward. So for me, I bend that knee. Couple of breaths here. Feel your strength. Breathe. Press into that right heel. Lift the pubic bone. Breathe. Draw the belly button in. One more breath. On your exhale, hands come down on either side of your foot. Step back to your down dog. From your down dog, on an inhale, your left leg is going to prepare. And exhale, your step into that low lunge. Inhale, back to the warrior two because it's fun, right? And then roll onto the ball of the right foot. Adjust yourself. Bend that back knee if you need to pull up that pubic bone and find the length you need. Now I'm trying to evenly distribute my weight between both feet. So I'm not coming forward and I'm not leaning back, but I'm pressing into my left heel and then pressing into the balls of my foot on that right foot and then lifting up through my core, my axial core. Arms are going to reach up only if it feels good. Don't pop those ribs. Couple of breaths. One more breath. Exhale, hands come down on either side of your foot. Inhale to a plank. Go through your flow. Nice and easy. Pause, couple of breaths. Beginning to prepare to get ready. On an inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, right leg steps in a low lunge. And then take that left knee to the ground. Tops of the toes come to the ground. And then bring both hands up onto that right thigh. Again, I want you to pull yourself back. So instead of dumping, which feels good sometimes, it can be heavy on the pelvis. I want you to pull yourself back. Reach your arms out in front of you. Actually, I lied. Take your right hand onto your right hip. Left hand's going to bend at the elbow. Take that left tricep and wrap it. And then I want you to really round your back and gently rotate just a little bit. Shoulders down. And then my hip creases are going to reach back. My spine is going to reach long, and I'm going to pause with my hands in prayer. Now, I'm not up on my back leg yet. I'm just trying to wake my spine up and really wring out my intestines, do a little decency for the digestion system. Couple of breaths. You can look down, you can look up, doesn't matter. Even distribution of weight. Nice. On an exhale, hands come down on either side of the mat. Lift that leg, down dog. On any inhale, the left leg prepares. And as you exhale, left leg steps in that low lunge. Right knee comes down, toenails in the ground. Inhaling, hands come on to that thigh. Take the right, look to your left hand on the left hip, right arm's going to bend. And we're going to hinge forward. You guys are going to get stuck looking at my back, I'm sorry. Right elbow comes onto that thigh, and you're going to round and rotate and then lengthen, almost as if that lower spine is reaching down and long, and that your head, the crown of your head is reaching in the opposite direction. Hands come back into prayer. Breathe. Hang out right there. Don't go anywhere. Couple more breaths. Elbow up. Feet even weight distribution. One more good breath. Nice. Exhale, hands come down on either side of the foot. Inhale, thigh to the sky. Step to plank. Exhale, shift forward. Start your flow. Pause. So come back down for me for a sec and grab your harness. We are going to be using the leg loop to help us rotate during a side angle. So we're just kind of rotating in one direction and then the other. So meet me in down dog at the front of your mat, okay? I want you to have your harness and we'll go from there. I might be shifting around a little bit, but you stay right where you are. So come into your down dog, pause. We're going to take 3 or 4 breaths here. If you'd like to, you can also choose child's pose. For those of you who need to, get your harness ready. 3 more breaths. Do 1 more good breath. For those of you in child's pose, come on up to your down dog. All of us, we want our harness at the front of our mat. And then on an inhale, your right leg is going to prepare. And as you exhale, right leg steps in the low lunge. And then come into just the warrior 2 feet. And here's what you're going to do. Okay? Let's get to see if this is going to work. You are going to actually put one leg, woohoo, into your harness. So I am going to put my right foot into my harness. All right, so it's on here. So I'm going to turn around and show you what I've got. I've got this. From here, my left hand is going to reach around and grab my harness, right? And I'm going to come into a side angle, nice and gentle. And in the side angle, okay, I am pressing my tricep against my thigh as my left elbow reaches up and back. So I'm twisting. Breathe. Does that make sense? You gave me a weird look. Oh. Lean back, twisting, elbow reaching as the shoulder rolls back, belly button towards the sky. Breathe. How about 3 more breaths? Hip is going to reach back, spine is long. Exhale, finds a twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. 1 more time. Length and twist. Slowly rotate out of this. Take that wonderful harness of yours off and put it to the side. And come back to a down dog. Ready? We're going to do the left side. Inhale, left leg prepares, and as you exhale, left leg's going to step in that low lunge. There's no beautiful way to do it. So put that left foot in the strap and then come up to your warrior 2 legs. Adjust as needed, heel arch, knee ankle, and that back foot's turned in just a wee bit. So my right arm, thumb down, right? And I'm going to wrap and grab. And I'm going to scooch this in towards the crease of my hip. From here, I'm going to feel the hip reach back, come a little bit into that lunge and reach forward. And then left tricep into the left hip. Pull your body back like you're on a beach ball, and then pull and rotate open. As you inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, belly button to the sky. So it's as if those left ribs want to rotate up. Inhale, length. Exhale, rotate. Every inhale's length. Every exhale's rotate. Keep that right elbow pulling away, left tricep pressing. 2 more breaths. No one said you had to look up. You can look forward or down. Do not hurt your neck. One more good breath. Nice. Exhale, let's release that. Take the harness, put it to your side, and then inhale from your down dog. I can do a down dog, I don't know how. Inhale, come to a plank. Exhale, flow only if you want to. Breathe. So we are going to start going for a revolved triangle, and I want you to try something a little different with your feet that I learned the other day. So listen. And then inhale, your right leg prepares, and as you exhale, that right leg comes into that normal, natural low lunge, but your left foot is going to walk out towards the outside of your mat. My big toe's still on the mat, but the rest of my foot is off. And I'm going to root and come into warrior 1 feet. And as I've done this, I can have my left hip squared with my right. And for me, I like to shorten my stance, and I'm just going to straighten my right leg. So we're going to go into this sweetly, okay? So here I am. I'm going to reach my arms out, and as I come forward, this right hip's going to pull back. So it's going to look a little bit like this. And the more forward I come, the more I'm pressing into this back foot. I can feel my quadricep or my thighs strong, and I'm just going to pause. Pull in that belly. Feel the spine, the low tailbone reach to the back of your mat, and then the crown of the head towards the front of the mat. Arms can be out, arms can be on your thigh. 3 more breaths. Use your core. One more breath. Nice. And then bend into this front leg. Reach yourself long again. Inhaling. Exhale, hands come down. Down dog. Inhale, left leg prepares, and as you exhale, that left leg steps in the low lunge. Right leg's going to walk itself out. Nice internal rotation of that foot. And then inhale, Virabhadrasana, 2 legs. Press into the outside of that foot. Feel that left foot or left knee try to come into parallel. If it doesn't want to, don't pause. And then straighten that left leg, squaring the hips. Now, choosing if you want a long lever, reach your arm forward. Otherwise, you can have your hands down here or here. And we're going to come forward. As I come forward, this tailbone reaches back. The crown of my head reaches forward. Boom. And then I have to remember to push into that back foot. Otherwise, I'm going to go head over teacup. So pause here. Breathe. Feel that core firing. If this hurts your back, get out of it. Just come into a higher angle, okay? Do not hurt. Couple more breaths. One more full breath. Press into the back foot. Hands come to the hips. Inhale. Reach up. Virabhadrasana 2. I lied. It's 1. Exhale. Hands come down. Inhale to a plank. Go through that flow. Meet me in down dog. Ready? We're going to add on. On an inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, right leg low lunge. If in the beginning you grabbed a peanut butter or a fluff jar, put it to the outside of your right foot. If not, doesn't matter. We can do this without a prop. Walk that left foot wide. Feel the heel kick out and then come into the Virabhadrasana 1 modified stance. And then straighten that right leg. If you know yourself in a revolved triangle, you're welcome to shorten the stance. I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. I like to put my right hand on my hip to remind myself to pull my hip back. And then I take my left hand forward to get length. So we're going to come right to where we were, single-handed. So this is your sweet spot. Wherever you were before, stay. And this time the left hand is going to come around to the outside of the right foot. My right hand, because of my walkie shoulder, is going to wrap around my hip. Some people can open up. Do what feels good. Okay, so I am not rotating yet. And now on an exhale, I'm going to rotate. And then again, my spine reaches two opposing directions as I inhale, and as I exhale, I rotate. Inhale, exhale, pause. I like to use my left hand against my right leg to create a little friction or tension so I can maintain the stance. And don't forget to press into the back foot. You're welcome to have your gaze anywhere. Four would be eagle. How about 2 more breaths? 1 more full breath, please. Nice. Slowly rotate out of this. Fingers down on either side of the right foot. Bend the knee. Walk that left foot back in. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, down dog. On an inhale, your left leg prepares, and as you exhale, left leg low lunge. Right foot comes that wide, yummy stance, heels kicked out. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2 or 1 feet. Straighten that left leg. So again, my left hand's on my left hip. Right arm's going to reach forward, and here I go. I'm going to reach, 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 and this is pretty much where I was last time. My spine is reaching in opposing directions, and then this right hand comes to the outside of my left foot, or ankle, or thigh, whatever, and then the left hand for me wraps, and then I lengthen again. I use this right hand to help me rotate on the exhale. As I inhale, I lengthen, rotate. And then you're going to pause right here. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. Look anywhere that feels good. Press into the back foot. Breathe. Try to square those hips. Bring that right hip back. left hip back. Lift that right hip because it wants to drop. Hang out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. On your exhale, hands come down on either side of the foot. Bend the knee. Walk that right foot in. Palm the floor. Inhale, plank. Shift yourself forward. Exhale, go through flow or down dog. Pause. You guys doing okay? We're going to go into this one more time just to see how yummy we can get it. I'm going to give you fewer cues. Feel your body as you rotate. Remember, inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Okay, here we go. Inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, low lunge. Modified foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Next inhale, straighten that right leg. Left arm reaches out. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, left hand outside right leg. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length.
Lots of hearts. Everybody's doing fine.
Good.
Some are apparently sweating.
I'm sweating too. I am. And I forgot deodorant, so it's going to be a good day. 1 more good breath. Exhale, hands come down. Let's bend that right leg, walk the left foot in. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Last one. Inhale, left leg prepares, and as you exhale, low lunge. Foot goes wide. Next, inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, legs. Square the hips. Next, inhale, straighten that left leg. Press into the outside. Yep. Left hand on hip. Inhale, reach. Spine reaches. Exhale, right hand outside left foot. Left hand wraps. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Length, twist. Last heavy one we're going to do, guys. You got this. Beautiful. Arms down, bend into that front knee. Inhale, plank. Last flow. Exhale, shift forward. Slow and sweet. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come up on your knees. Bend the knees, shins to the earth. Arms are going to reach out in front of you. If you're tired, have them reach by your sides. Forehead down. This would be good for a peanut butter thing, too. You can put your head on your peanut butter. Your forehead fits just right. It's like you're a peanut butter unicorn. Hang out. Breathe. Find that inner slumpage. Carefully come all the way back up. So we're going to stretch out a little bit. Because we have a 10 o'clock class immediately following this, we're going to finish in about 8 or 9 minutes. So I want to keep moving into a little bit of a floor stretch and then Shavasana. Deal? So I love using this thing. So I'm going to close up my harness leg a little bit because it's too big for me. And I'm going to place my harness on the ball of my right foot. Probably your left foot, so left foot. Your right foot's going to be in towards that left thigh. My right hand is going to grab the left, my strap. Now, if I want to and I can't reach this far, I can loosen my harness legs so that I have more length. Left hand to the side. And I'm going to inhale and lift through my chest. And then exhale, pull myself into the forward fold. And then once again, inhale and pull. Breathe. Have some fun with it. Couple of breaths. I think the next class we're going to work core, but you never know where I'll go with it. So my intention is core. Let's see where it goes. And it may be axial and abdominal core. I haven't decided. But I think a good core is important right now. Inhale, lift up. Go. Switch legs. So now my super cool harness comes onto your right foot, your left foot into your right thigh, but not in the groin. This arm of yours, your left arm grabs onto the harness. Right arm comes to the side. You're going to lift the chest to get a little bit of strength and pull. Now, I've mentioned this multiple times before. First thing first, though. If you can grab onto that foot, go for it, and then bend the elbow for the pull. And notice that different sides of your body have different sensations. And if some of those are uncomfortable, honor it and back off, because those injuries will stay with you. And honor both sides. They both have different stories. Some of them are better than others. Hang out with it. How about 3 more breaths? One more, guys. And then roll yourself up. Okay, this just sounds really comfortable. Put the soles of your feet together. And then peace fingers. Loop onto my big toes. It's called, I heard this as a yoga hold or yoga toe hold yesterday. I just think of it as peace fingers on your big toes. And again, my soles of my feet together, and I'm going to press ever so gently and have my toes separate. And my legs are somewhat relaxed. I'm going to lift again, and then using my elbows, come gently forward. I like having my elbows on the outside of my shins, but that's because anatomically I can. If you can't, you can use your elbows on your thighs, but use them to kind of feel your spine lengthen. Pause, breathe. And I'm actually going to grab my whole foot. Feel free to. Hang out with it, please. Don't judge your feet. It's easy to do. But someday we'll get pedicures again. And if you need somebody to go to, I have a person that's fabulous. 3 more breaths. Cool. Come on up. Let's rotate onto your mat and lie yourself all the way back down. We're going to go into a nice bridge. And this bridge can be either a really big chest opener or just a pelvic one. And I will show you the difference. The first one will be pelvic, the second will be chest, and the third will be your call. So from here, fingertips come onto your hip creases, and imagine some animal or child's going to jump on your belly, and then fire up your glutes. Press into your heels, and then without letting the pelvis tilt, lift up. And then pause. So I have a lot of power going on right through here. I'm trying to make one surface, so I'm really not popping my chest at all. And then hang out here for just a few breaths. No energies in my arms, and I'm just going to hang out, feeling my thigh bones reach forward. 2 more breaths. One more good breath. And then we're going to articulate down 1 vertebra at a time. So now round the back and then really slow. Almost like you're touching piano keys 1 at a time. So you get this bing, 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 right? Awesome. So now let's do the chest opener. So you're going to place the triceps into the floor, palms facing each other like you're a field goal. And then you're going to press your triceps and your elbow into the floor and roll your shoulders underneath you as best you can. And then again, lift up. But this time I'm going to try to interlace my hands, or at least get them under me, and roll my shoulders open, and then I'm going to pop. So you'll notice my chest has a lot more pop than it was before. And then I'm going to breathe. Press into the feet and feel the pubic bone reach towards you, so you're lengthening the back of your lower back so we're not hurting. Breathe. Whoopsies. 1 more full breath. Articulate down. All right, yogi's choice. Set yourself up to what feels good in a back bend. So either using our field goals to roll your shoulders under, or fingertips on your hips. And since I find this chest opener not fun, I'm going to do it because I probably should. So I'm going to roll my shoulders open. Everybody weight towards the heels and open up. Find yourself in a good place. And breathe. Pull that pubic bone up, lengthen the lower back. One more good breath, please. Release. Oh, roll down. Nice and sweet. Good. 2 deep breaths, not trying to go anywhere. 1 more, please. Feel your back relax. Knees can come towards you, feet apart. 1 more. And then pull both knees in, wrapping your arms around your shins or your hands around your shins, and then curl yourself up into a little ball. And if you want to, you can rock back and forth a little bit. Don't fall over.
Warm, safe place. Warm, safe place.
What?
Warm, safe place. Warm, safe place.
Oh, Clay says warm, safe place. Warm, safe place. And then take the shoulder blades back on the earth, back of the head. Grab the outside of each foot. And then instead of finding your butt up in the air, press it down. And then come into that happy baby. So I'm bringing my knees down, and I'm trying to flatten my lower back. And then I might rock back and forth a little bit because it's kind of fun. Why not? Find your happy place. Find your happy place. From here, bring your feet together. Bring them back onto the floor. And then reach your legs long. Kind of a little open. Let your feet flop. Let your arms relax. And actually, here's what we're going to do. Reach your arms overhead so that your palms face each other and my index fingers touching the floor. And on the inhale, I'm going to reach in opposite directions. And exhale, relax. Inhale, reach. Relax. One more time. Your inhale. And then come into your Shavasana. We're going to have a 3-minute Shavasana. Deal? Maybe 2. As you drop into your Shavasana, you're welcome to stay here longer than the couple of minutes. Find yourself scanning your body. Become aware of the sensations in your body. And then find your breath. Feel your breath. As you inhale and your chest expands, your belly expands, and the cool air on your nose. And then exhale. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste. Did he say share or delete?
I think share because I presume if you delete, it's deleted.
Yeah, I know Sherry wants to use it.
The YouTube is still live, by the way, so no swearing.
Oh, we'll start again in like 3 minutes. So what I think is going to happen. Do what?
Go ahead, sorry.
What I think is going to happen is the YouTube will turn off and then start again. And I'm starting again on Instagram. If you are still on YouTube or want to message Instagram, let us know because we could, I'll take requests. Let's put it that way. But I need water. What's so funny?
You'll know who it is. MJ says, thanks, that was especially great with soothing sounds of my washing machine.
That's why I love MJ.
A few other people said, thanks, you rock, things along those lines.
That makes me feel good. Thank you.
Do you want me to stop this? Or?
Yeah, let's stop it. And then we'll see what happens next. And then it's going to ask you something.
Sure you want to end your stream?
Yes.